Hey guys, how's it going? It's Thursday, July 1st, Canada Day. Um, the weather sucks. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, it's shitty. Um, and it seems like it's been raining for 2 weeks. Anyway, I've been stripping away on this square body. Um, I've got a little bit left to do. Well, I got a lot left to do, but I've only got a little bit of life left on the wheel. I use those 3M paint stripping wheels. So it's wearing out pretty quick. So I've done over half the truck with it. So that's how long they last. I'll probably need one more to finish the truck, but I'm gonna do that, and then as far as I can, and then I'll come back and go over what I found and what we're gonna fix, um, and get some epoxy primer on this thing. I guess tomorrow, when the stores are back open, I'll be able to go pick up some primer and another one of those wheels, and we'll carry on. So yeah, I'll strip down as far as I can, and then I'll be back. Okay, so here we go. This is the door that I thought was new, or newish. It is not. There's a couple of holes right here. I guess they had one of those big ass trailering mirrors with the extra brace to hold the mirror up. These were just filled up with filler, so that would fail. Sorry about the glare. There is one rust hole right here. That's the only one I found on the truck so far. So I'll probably cut a patch, 3 inches by 3 inches, to weld that in. While I have the welder out, I'll weld up those two holes. And we did lose the visor, so there's 10 holes from where the visor was screwed onto the truck. So that's those have got to be welded up as well. I counted 8 dents, I believe. There's a few on the other side. This one here is probably the worst one of the bunch. The other ones are very minor. So I'm going to get the stinger out and pull these out. I'll show you that. The other ones are basically more of the same, so there's no point showing over and over again. But anyway, that's where we're at. And then I can't strip anymore because that's all I've got left of the paint stripping wheel that I used, and it's Canada Day, so the stores are all closed. Can't get anything till tomorrow, so I'll have to get another one of those wheels, and I'm gonna have to run to the auto body supply store and get myself some epoxy primer and seal this thing up. Then I can take it out of the garage, turn it around, back it in, unbolt the box, and slide it back and see where I'm at those cab corners. As far as the cab goes, I started here stripping. There's 4 layers of paint on this thing. It's white, blue, red, and then that olive green military type color. So it's a bit slow going stripping that. But other than that, all good. So yeah, I'll come back and set up the camera on the tripod, and then we'll yank a dent out of here. Okay, so here's a stinger. Take the pin, put it in so. Bent. So there. Just take your puller, put it on the pin, tighten her up. Okay. Just need another one up a little bit higher. cut this one off. Come on. Okay, not bad. I can live with that. So we'll just cut these off, grind them flush, and I've got two other dents that need some pulling. The other couple are so minor they're not even worth doing. So anyway, that's how it works, and back in a bit. Okay, so I ended up taking the stinger and pulling dent out here. The top of the door was a pretty good one. There were 3 small ones here, here, and here. You can see how they ground the pins down from the stinger. So yeah, I pulled all the dents out. I also filled the holes for the visor. There were 3 on each side. So yeah, we got those. Don't fill this, that's for your drip rail. Anyway, those are filled, so I got to fill the rest of them up there. And here's where I cut my patch out. I cleaned up the scale and sprayed a little bit of primer in there just to seal it up before I put the patch on. And there's the patch. So we'll get that welded in. The rest of the holes done, including these 2. And yeah, the metal work will be done on this section anyhow. So we'll be back after. Okay, well, it's after supper and I've welded in the patch, cleaned up the welds. It looks good. I also filled in those 2 holes for the mirror up here. Got these 3 holes done. I removed the lights. We're just going to put connectors on them and plug them back in after. I don't hate the lights, they're LEDs. You see the 4 holes in the center, they're all filled and ground. There was a little bit of crustiness underneath that visor, so it had to come off anyway. Also, I did find part of one of these paint stripping wheels that I had left over. Forgot I had it, so I'll probably use that on the roof tonight for a little bit until it's wore out. And it's starting to clear up, supposed to be nice tomorrow. So hopefully we can get some epoxy primer. So same thing here. 1, 2, 3 holes, they're filled. And yeah, you can tell it's a little crusty here where that visor was mounted. So anyway, it's gone. Holes are filled. So I'm calling the metal work on this this section done, which is pretty good. Oh yeah, here's the patch that I cut out of this thing. So you can see the big blob there of that's that kitty hair fiberglass reinforced putty that they had just jammed in that hole. So you know, if I hadn't stripped it, didn't find that, could have had this thing all painted up and that would be bubbling within 6 months and wreck the whole paint job. So that's why we strip things down to bare metal. So yeah, I'm gonna finish playing around on the roof with that paint stripping wheel, and we'll be back tomorrow. Hey, Friday morning, sun is out. Unbelievable. It's about time. It's supposed to be a nice day today, 26. I'm going to start off the day by heading into town and picking up some epoxy primer and another one of those 3M paint stripping wheels. That part one that I found yesterday. I used it started at the front third of the roof where that visor and those lights were. And, I'm trying to balance there on the cowl, in between the holes and the windshield wipers and everything else. And, it wasn't easy. And, I twisted and bent over the wrong way and all that stuff. And, the name is Dan, not Gumby. So, I'm not near as flexible as I used to be. Let's put it that way. So, a little sore this morning, but that's all right. We'll work through it. When I get back, probably finish stripping the roof. We'll mask off the truck, and then I'll shoot it with epoxy. I'll probably do the shooting of the paint on time lapse. So I'm gonna head into town, and we'll be back in a bit. So there it is, sealed up with epoxy. A couple of things showed up. There was a small dent around here somewhere and a little kink over here, but that's why we go with black, because it shows everything, and we want to see everything so we can fix it. So the hood, front clip, complete, both doors. I did not get the roof done. Went to Canadian Tire to get another one of those paint stripping wheels, and of course they're out of stock. So they're supposed to call me when one comes in. It's probably going to be tomorrow by the time that comes in. I'll finish stripping the roof. I got about a third of it done, where the lights were and that visor thing. So we're in good shape. I'm just going to leave it out, let it bake in the sun, and probably do some work on my box. So I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so there you have it. It's sealed up for now. Hopefully I get another one of those 3M wheels in tomorrow. Get the call. We've had a really good few days on that thing. Got a lot done. I put the hours on it though. We've got to adjust some fenders and get the gaps right and all that yet. Tomorrow when the epoxy is cured up, I can start doing the putty work on that section. Strip the sides of the box, the tailgate. We'll have to get into the jam, so I'm going to have to get the bolts off the box and slide that back so I can get at the cab corners. So there's plenty of stuff to do yet, but got a real good jump on it, and I'm quite pleased with the progress so far. Check us out on Facebook. There's some cool stuff there. Share, all that stuff. Tell your friends.
hit that little subscribe button that's just below the video, and the little bell. That'll tell you when the next video is up. And I'm not screwing around, man. Hit the subscribe button, okay? Yeah, and you know, I think this is my 24th video. So next one's my 25th anniversary. Yeehaw. Yeah, and I'm probably going to spend a good chunk of the weekend working on my box for my truck, and but I'll do some on the square body as well. And you know, if you're not doing anything, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.